It has been officially 2 months now since I started testosterone, and I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice got a lot lower, which is awesome. So actually I have noticed a lot of changes exactly 1 day after I filmed the last video. So this time a lot has changed. First of all, on my body I've had a lot of hair growth. That was the first thing I noticed after I filmed my last video, was my mustache started growing like crazy. So I actually had to shave it already, I think 3 times now, because it's just the mustache is awful. If I have a full beard, I don't mind growing it out, but just the stash, no. Other than that, I've been growing one tiny little hair down here, and I call it Charlie. I've noticed that all my white hair around here got a lot longer, and then also my hands and my eyebrows more thicker or hairier, which is cool. So I've been working out a bit, not as much as I want to, but I've been trying, and I've been working on my arms and my shoulders and my back, and I have noticed an increase in muscle mass, especially around my arms. I feel like it's a lot easier to gain muscles now, being on testosterone, which is very, very nice. One thing that I have noticed, which is not as positive, is that I have a tiny little bit more of body smell. Like when I sweat, I can smell it more obviously. Like, it's not bad to the point where I have to use deodorant, which I have not used in years. So for my period, I've had just a tiny bit of spotting throughout the last month, and then I usually got my shots every 2 weeks. My last shot was 3 weeks after the last one, so within the last few days before getting my shot, I got my period, and it was a lot less. Like, normally I had very much bleeding, but this time it was maybe like a fourth of the amount that I usually have. So even though I did get it, it was way less. It was a completely different world from what I normally had, so that makes it so much easier, and I can't wait for it to be gone. It's like one of the best things for sure. So another body part that does change is down there. Like, I have had quite some growth. I think I mentioned it, yeah, I mentioned it last time as well, but this time it was a lot more visible, and I mean, I don't want to, you know, make you imagine my private parts, but I've had about, I think, half a centimeter of growth, which is weird, you know, like I never had something down there, and now being like, huh, that's new. But yeah, it's been interesting, and I'm very interested in how much it is gonna grow, because it's different for every person. So it surprises me that this early I have noticed this much change already, so let's see how that's gonna go. Last month I mentioned that I had an increase in sexual desire, which this time got less, which is very nice, because it's just, I don't want to be bothered with being horny all the time, so that is very nice. Okay, so for the not body related changes, I have had troubles going to the bathroom publicly. I mean, when I wear my binder, I usually don't go to the women's bathroom anymore because I feel very uncomfortable. And I tried to use the disability one, but then I feel really bad for using it. And I mean, yeah, it is very uncomfortable to go on the toilet outside, and I've never had to deal with that. I have noticed that I used to have a privilege with not having to worry which bathroom to go to, and now I actually often think of rather not going, even though I would want to, because it just feels uncomfortable going. I've not been to the male bathroom yet. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm entitled, or I don't feel comfortable enough to go there yet with my like babe face. The things that I tell myself is, once my voice gets lower and my face shape changes a bit more to appear more masculine, then I'm gonna go to the male bathroom. But right now it's just still like forbidden area to enter. Something very interesting, like socially, I guess, I have noticed is that when I walk on the streets, I mean, I'm half Japanese, so obviously a lot of people look at me, but I don't know, I think it's that innate feeling of looking for a compatible partner or something. I don't know if people do that on the street, but I feel like they do. So I feel like now less guys look at me than before. It's this like typical male gaze, I guess, that I don't have to be in anymore. So I'm like, yay, I'm free. Yeah, I never thought about that. That was very fascinating to notice. And just like 2 days ago, I went to buy a shirt for a wedding, and I had my binder on and I went to the store and I told the lady there that I would want to buy a shirt. And I mean, I was looking at the male section, and then she was like, male one, right? And I was like, yeah. And then once more again, she just asked like, you want a male one, right? And I was like, yeah, don't worry. I think it's really just at the moment this weird gap between my voice. It's really my voice that gives me away. But seriously, to be honest, today it feels the lowest that it has ever been. And also, interestingly, I noticed that it's higher when I talk in Japanese. That has been always like that. Like, I think it's almost for everyone. When you talk in Japanese, your voice naturally gets higher. I don't know what has to do with it. So I feel like when I talk Japanese, it's harder to notice any change in my voice compared to when I talk in English and when I'm very relaxed to when I'm excited. When I'm excited, I'm just like, oh my god, that's so cool! But yeah, if I talk very relaxed, then my voice is like this right now. And I am 2 months on testosterone. I've not had too many problems with my pimples, but I mean, yeah, just generally I wish my face was less red and blah blah blah. The other stuff that comes with it is so much better, so I seriously couldn't care less. So I think that's all that I have for my 2-month update. And yeah, most people say that 3 months is like a big mark when it comes to voice and other things, so I can't wait. I mean, I'm so excited already. I can hear and see a lot of changes now, so I wonder how fast it's gonna, or how much it's gonna change until next month. So stay tuned, bye!